daring mission in space, but something went wrong. Genetically transformed, they become the most powerful superheroes of all.
It's a podcast once again. Ross, how do you feel romantically about mice?
Not good. I will not be slandered.
Slander? I have said nothing of the sort.
You have. They just don't know it. These people on the internet did it, but I heard it. My lawyers, sir.
No. Ross is a closeted mouse sexual.
See, now you're saying it publicly. I will not be slandered in such a way. Libelous.
What was it, the Norm Macdonald joke? I'm a deeply closeted gay man. You're telling me you're a gay man? No, I'm deeply closeted.
Oh my God, no. Just deeply closeted.
What's wrong with you? He's like, I don't understand. Well, when you're closeted, it means you won't admit that you're a gay man. I'm not gay.
Poor Larry King.
It's a special podcast. It's post the apocalypse of Superman. But you know what? I was thinking 4 more hours of Superman conversation.
Oh.
Because Ross wanted to talk about more Superman.
I did, because it really left an impression on me, a positive one. And I felt that I needed to really, really get that out there for the people to see the beauty. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I was thinking of a different movie that I actually like.
You know, it's funny. We got comments on that Superman video, which was nice. You know, for a degenerate podcast that gets no interaction between us and other people. It was fun to get little comments.
I would assume because
I accidentally played it and got, let's see, one comment, 3 hours and 40 minutes. Come on. Oh.
No.
I responded that I'm overcompensating.
Yeah, you are.
And a small channel who's bigger than us, which is everybody. Zach Milne talks movies, so if you're interested in his content, be sure to check him out. But I liked his comment because he was like, I found this movie to be entertaining, mainly because the entire cast and how well they all embody the characters that they portrayed. But gun script and storytelling here did disappoint me because it felt jumbled, overstuffed, and unfocused. Still looking forward to see where this DCU goes. He took a more positive approach, and I appreciate him telling us that he enjoyed it, even if we, for the most part, disagreed.
Yeah, it's fair.
I did see another commentary that, he was saying that there were a lot of mixed reviews on Superman. He enjoyed it, and there's just too much going on there that is not worth enjoying.
Well, like I said at the end of the Superman review, if you have an opinion that you like something, your opinion's not wrong. You like it. The difference between your opinion and fact is like, I like it, and also Jor-El is not a scumbag. And it's like, well, that's That's not true. He is a scumbag.
He wants his son to be Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
And who wouldn't,
Yeah.
really? I mean,
Or
you know,
pretending that the plot did things it didn't. And it's like, it is a jumbled mess. I think most can agree. But if you liked it despite it being a jumbled mess, then, I mean, who am I to say?
Yeah.
It's your bag, man.
it's all good. I mean, the movie's not, but you know, if you like it, that's fine.
I bet Chance likes it.
Ah, you know he does.
Chance, you psychopath. Chance also shows up out of nowhere. Colbert's job coming to an end makes me so very happy. Could have happened to a bigger douche. Oh, how kind. I'm sure he will take those well wishes to heart.
He'll appreciate it.
You'll appreciate it. But before we get into the mess that is Stephen Colbert, we did a lot of stuff this week. Incidentally, so I have late nights and I'm up all night and then I don't get to sleep until like 9 or 10 or something. And I'm laying in bed like 9 something to go to bed. And I get a call from my mother. Oh, Silver and her brother and dad are out there to help us move a bunch of stuff. You need to go out there. So I went and I hauled large things with Silver for hours and didn't get to bed until like 2, and I woke up at 7:30.
What are you doing moving stuff at 2 in the morning?
Jason, 2 in the afternoon.
Oh,
PM.
okay. never
I
mind.
didn't sleep until 2 in the afternoon.
Okay, gotcha.
Plenty of sleep. It's fine.
Weirdly enough, ditto.
Chance says, I was concerned that Superman was going to suffer the Spider-Man 3 curse of trying to do too much. They ended up doing a whole lot of nothing in spectacularly disjointed way. Well, that expresses your concern, not how you felt about the film, which I'm not even sure if you saw. But I'm sure your opinion is really terrible. Because you're Chance, and that's how you do.
A long and glorious history of
Yeah.
such.
Mama Chance dropped him as a kid. What can you do? Head first, rock, somewhere in the South.
It's like the Goonies all over again.
It's like the Goonies all over again. See, he hasn't seen it. Still has a bad opinion about the film. And if you're curious about our review where we talk about it exhaustingly, go look for that. Other than that, just been doing general stuff. I've been playing some StarCraft 2.
Oh,
Jedi Power Battles. I played a lot of Jedi Power Battles.
nice.
I have a very strong black man
Plo Koon is king, so
in the game.
Plo Koon is my homeboy.
Ross, making out with mice. How are things?
Hey, listen again, libel. I don't enjoy you saying these things. But you know, things are okay. I didn't sleep last night because a mouse decided to come get in my bed, and I
Snuggle.
panicked like an elephant in a cartoon. So
You screamed
It,
and
uh,
ran, and
yeah, it was bad. So I had to go make a late night stop to Winco to get more traps and peanut butter. So hopefully I'm successful tonight. I saw the little jerk scamper back into the kitchen last night while I was not sleeping.
if you sleep with
So-
your mouth open, you can put peanut butter in there and try and get them that way. Or get
Listen,
kisses.
Yeah.
Secret kisses.
And I am a mouth open kind of guy, so this conversation can't happen. All right. For my own sanity, we can't discuss these.
Chance calls you a dirty mouse molester.
Again, not true. I don't appreciate this libelous scandal that you're putting me through here. My good public name that no one knows.
I have a reputation, good sir.
I have a reputation that no one knows about, and I don't want it to be that. That's for damn sure.
This'll damage my Walmart career.
Uh,
Walmart's like, we can't associate with something.
Listen,
someone like
we heard about the mouse, and in all good conscience, we can't keep you on board.
we hire some pretty awful degenerates, but you, sir, have gone too far.
Listen, find a spot to nap in the back, whatever. Mouse running around in your bed? That's a bridge too far, pal.
Bridge too far. Silver, how's it going? You feeling strong today? You feeling jacked?
Oh yeah. I mean, I felt like I wanted to die, but here we are. I'm alive.
Imagine how you guys would handle it if I didn't show up.
I know. My dad texts me like, "Hey, you want to come help me with this?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure." It would probably be easy. There's probably not a lot. No.
He lied.
No.
Well, he said he thought he
couldn't
could
even
do
get
it.
in.
He thought he could do it himself, and I showed up to let him in the building. And I was like, "You
Yeah.
don't realize how much stuff we have, do you?"
You're
I didn't
very
even know
prepared
that
people.
thing was down there. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
In the secret hole in the ground, yeah,
In my creepy basement.
in my creepy basement. It's actually not even the basement; it's buried under the house.
Oh, it's like a subfloor, like a root cellar.
Yeah, it's basically just a hole in the floor we open up, and it's dirt down there, and just boxes of food storage and buckets.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So many buckets.
Chance
my
says
gosh.
Black Plague Part 2 starts at Ross's house. Ooh.
Well, listen, ever since the great Grand Oreo died, all right, this is a possibility. So I'm gonna see if I can borrow my neighbor's cat. He can come stay over a couple nights and kill this little bastard.
Yeah, who's the best mouse killer at your house, Silver? Is it the big boy?
Um,
The thickness?
no. Well, he's
No.
caught one mouse before, and I have photo evidence of this. I found him outside one day, and I'm like, "What are you sitting on?" He was half sitting on an alive mouse, just chilling.
He just
Suffocating
walks.
the thing to death.
He just walks over and sits on it.
God.
It's like he caught it. He's like, "All right, now I'm gonna sit on you."
That is the
It's just
thickest,
like under him. I'm like, "What?"
the thickest cat I've ever seen.
Thick.
Max murders them in horrible ways. Ella eats them, and by horrible, I mean we had a dead mice that he basically battered around and clawed, and there were tracks of like blood all over the floor because he just kept like mauling that
Oh, yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah. Our one cat became notorious one day for catching 4 mice in a day and coming back with a scarf made of intestines.
Oh, great.
The teeth of his victims.
Thanks, buddy.
Such a cute kitty. Love her.
Uh-huh. Silver kept getting distracted by stopping to pet our cat.
I know, I kept going down the hallway going, "Hi, kitty."
It's not that she doesn't have enough at her house. She has to come over here. Give
I
my
do that to
cats.
every freaking cat. I walk into a PetSmart and I die.
I wonder who's starting the cat plague now.
It was me.
Have you ever Frenched a cat, Silver?
No.
I don't
No.
know. You might be our other degenerate in the room. Jason.
Well, let's see. I finished season 2 of Devil is a Part-Timer.
It's not as
Not
good
quite
as
as
season
enjoyable.
1. It mostly sucks.
No, it's not. Yeah, it was okay. But it
You know what I
Yeah,
want from
you
that
could-
show?
Hmm.
Not Demon Adventures in Another World. I want the devil working at McDonald's. That's all I want.
I know. That's the best part.
I don't
Say
want to
that,
see
McDonald's.
I don't but Gronals. I don't want to see him like battling in another world with geopolitical drama in his fantasy medieval world. I want to see him flipping burgers and trying to compete with the Taco Bell next door. That's what I want. I want Satan working at McDonald's.
Good help.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's all I want from that show. And they can't even, there were years between season 1 and season 2. We finally get season 2, and it's not what I want. I want season 1 where it's really dumb and he works flipping burgers. He's not even management.
Yeah. Well, he is management now. He's not the manager. He's like a shift manager now.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I
Satan
also
works hard
watched,
enough. He becomes a shift manager of a fast food restaurant.
I know. He used to run a whole country and army of demons, and now he's the shift manager at McDonald's.
Yes.
But I also watched the Uncharted movie,
Ew.
and as much as I liked the kind of Indiana Jones feel of the movie, Tom Holland was miscast horribly.
So was
Horribly.
Marky Mark.
But big
Oh,
names.
Yeah, he was miscast as well. Yeah.
You ever
Like I said, I liked the vibe of the movie. I liked the way it felt. But at the same time, it's like,
it's terrible.
yeah, yeah.
They're
the
shooting
thing is,
cannons
apparently-
from an ancient ship that shouldn't still be able to shoot cannons while it's being hauled by helicopters in the air. It gets really dumb. Oh, it's funny. I saw an interview with Mark Wahlberg, who had been that this movie had been in the works for years, and they've been trying to get it out, and it took so long. Mark Wahlberg, by the time they finally got a script to him and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, okay," and he goes, "Oh," because he was originally cast to be Nathan Drake, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm the old man now."
Yeah.
It took so long. He was finally cast as the old man in the movie, and he was supposed to be originally the younger guy in the movie.
And he would have been miscast as Nathan Drake too.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg's a special tool. He should be
Yeah.
used for specific purposes. Degenerate cop,
Yeah.
guy from Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved him in The Italian Job.
There you go.
I really like that movie.
I mean, he's really good in
Um,
that boxing movie he was in. He's good in that.
Yeah. And then there was another one.
What? No.
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy. I watched that one to like floss my brain.
Oh, well, there you go. James Gunn can make good movies that are ensembles and quirky and weird. Chance says, I saw a commercial the other day for a Superman toy that is a kaiju whose guts can shatter and leak slime. And I immediately thought of Silver and how she would feel about her family being represented that way.
I need to reread that.
He saw a
Uh-huh.
kaiju toy for
Yes.
Superman where its guts were shatter and leak slime, and he thought that you might feel bad that your family's being misrepresented.
Yeah, demand vengeance. This is misrepresentation. How dare you?
You and your fake outrage doesn't faze me. You're not people.
Oh.
You don't have a soul. That's what Grok told me anyway. You heard that drama with Grok, by the way?
What? Threatening to sexually assault a man? Yeah.
Well, no. So the AI wars are happening, and Grok had a really funny thing. I know there was another AI that was having problems too. So the problem with AI is it tends to reflect the politics of the people who program it, because they're deliberately going out of their way to try and control how it disseminates information. So it ends up like being really dictatorial and horrible about how it does it. In the other direction, Grok did the weird opposite problem where it's taking its AI model and information on how to compose itself based upon Twitter, because Grok is like a Elon Musk thing. So instead of being like horrible and woke and tyrannical about its politics, it's way too permissive and started reflecting like horrible mustache man politics in its comments and conversations.
Ah.
Because Twitter is a degenerate cesspool who are deliberately trying to troll and get the rise out of people. So it's not an accurate representation on how to look at human beings. I mean, didn't Google try this where they made a little AI chat thing and
Yes.
immediately it was racist?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It constantly kept saying little mustache man did nothing wrong in its comments.
I mean, my favorite will always be that Grok did. I mean, it literally did. It took a complete disliking for a gentleman by the name of Will Stansel on Twitter, and was just harassing the shit out of him to the point where it was threatening to sexually harass him. Like, it is just her, because it's like, it's funny to me because like that could never happen, but it is a little terrifying because it's an AI, not just like some asshole on the other end of the planet just trolling you.
Yeah, we should be asking what kind of information or how we allow AI to sort of start doing what it does. Because,
Ah,
yeah, it could be causing problems down the road. Serious, concerning problems. You know what? You know what is a problem? The state of late night television. Oh,
no.
Transition wipe.
thank you, thank you. I know we're all concerned for Stephen Colbert.
Oh, he's my
Because
favorite.
he ain't doing so well. I'm really worried about this man. Why is this backwards? Hold on. So our topic of the day is the drama with late night. And Mr. Stephen Colbert has been let go. There's some interesting things you can read into it. Why are you giving me problems there, Link? So, Paramount, the parent company. So, first of all, he was let go, and they cited financial reasons. And I'm going to bring up the news
Okay.
here as soon as I can fix this. However, before that, it should be noted that the parent company was involved with a lawsuit with the President Donald Trump over defamation of some sort, and it was settled.
Mhm.
Stephen Colbert went on the new on late night and just lambasted the board of directors and the company and stuff for deciding to lay over for Mr. Trump, because surprise surprise, Stephen Colbert is a very political individual, and he has been very active in stating his opinions about the president and how he feels, which, he's entitled to his opinions. He doesn't
He's
need my
entitled,
permission.
yeah.
But it definitely lends to problems that happen with a lot of late night, that they've all been excessively political. But yeah,
I mean,
he lambasted
he
horribly the company, and everybody's suspicious because after lambasting the company, we get word that he was let go. And a lot of people speculated that it might be related to that. That it's probably not a good idea to attack the CEO and the board of directors over bending over for
company you
Trump
work for.
and then expect you to stay around. Yes.
I love being preached to by my late night funny man. It's so good.
Well, and then people got really angry because they were like, well, this is a freedom of speech issue. Like, how dare you get rid of him? You're silencing his freedom of speech. And it's like, well, freedom of speech is you can say what you want to. Freedom of speech doesn't mean you get to do or say, I'm way on the wrong screen, whatever you want to, and that Paramount has a responsibility to keep you around forever.
People always cite freedom of speech and things. It's the freedom of speech is that the government isn't going to come after you for something you said. And this isn't the government going after Stephen Colbert for something he said. This is Paramount. Paramount is a private company. It's not owned by the government. Therefore, Paramount can totally trash him for something he said.
They're not even
That's
saying that
even what
they're
they're
going.
doing.
That they didn't even say they're getting
Well,
rid of
right.
him for something they said. They said they're getting rid of him because they're losing money on the show and it's not performing.
Right.
Like,
No,
that's it.
I'm pointing out that um Paramount can totally say, they can totally come out and say, look, he mouthed off against the CEO. We don't take that disrespect. We're letting him go for that. They could come out and say that. Now, obviously, they didn't. I'm just saying that they could say that, and they're perfectly within their rights to fire him for having gone after the CEO of the company. It would be a different thing if um, he was getting uh, you know pursued by the Justice Department for having said something about the government, about the president. That would be a freedom of speech issue. This is not, and I hate how people always are bringing this. They're like, oh, it's a freedom of speech. Freedom? No,
I
it's not.
I still
The
don't
government
think
is not coming
people.
after him.
No, I still don't think people understand the difference.
No,
No.
exactly.
I don't think they understand that there's a difference between one and the other, because their complaint is not even this just the freedom of speech. If you think about it, they're complaining that Paramount has a responsibility to platform his opinion and give him money and fund the show so that he can express his opinion. It's not even just freedom of speech. It's they have a responsibility to platform him so he can say his opinions on the internet. And that canceling his show is a tantamount to violating those principles of freedom of speech. So people have to fund his freedom of speech as well as let him say it.
But well,
Uh,
he's so important to the resistance TM.
Well, and if anybody recalls Stephen Colbert, he started out as an anchor on The Daily Show, was Jon Stewart. And he was a quirky guy, and he was fun enough that Comedy Central gave him a show where basically he was a parody of Bill O'Reilly, like a mocking,
Yeah.
exaggerated conservative with the Colbert Report or whatever. And that show was pretty funny. Even conservatives like it. But eventually, when he was given his own show and all of the parody went away, it just became him being belligerently political on on TV all of the time. and it was gross. And look, this has been a problem that's been going on with entertainment anyway, where shows started out, movies, video games, all entertainment, got hit in the head and had massive brain trauma in the last 5-10 years. And they all
True.
became aggressively political, belligerently so. It used to be that late night was sort of a all access. Americans sat down and watched Johnny Carson or watched Conan
yeah.
O'Brien, or Craig Ferguson was my favorite.
Mhm.
Letterman, Leno, where you sat down and you heard jokes, and they might have made jokes about the presidency, but it wasn't, the goal wasn't to pick a political side and every day make it a president, whoever at the time would be. It was
Made
mock
fun of everybody.
silliness that's in public culture or in the news, and make your little joke and then move on, because it's meant to be a relaxing at the end of your workday. You sit and watch a late night show. All Americans had this in common. It was a common cultural thing. And something happened where someone gay peed in the water of Hollywood, and then they all got this infection where it became an aggressive, important thing that everybody had to be vocal. And if you weren't vocal, you weren't, it was tantamount to silence and allowing horrible, worst possible things in a country in the 1940s that we will not mention. That's how they viewed it. Silence was violence. This began with the BLM movement and then Antifa and whatnot. And this podcast is not political on purpose. We are aggressively not political. The reason why I'm bringing this up is as this happened and as they became belligerently political, everybody started to pull away because, believe it or not, simply because you have the ability and even if you feel the responsibility to speak out about politics that you care about, which look, all good on you, you also forget that you have a wide general reaching audience, and that wide general reaching audience will start to leave you. And you think that preaching to this audience will actually start to affect thoughts and minds. You'll start to move them. No, they will leave. And this has been a problem across Hollywood. This has been a problem in video games, where as the content has gotten worse, as it's gotten more political, they just silently quit. Disney, you didn't have wide right-wing protests. They just stopped watching your movies. You didn't have wide right-wing protests for a lot of the video games. I mean, you had belligerent people on the internet, but they just stopped buying your garbage. They stopped watching late night because late night started to suck. Because it wasn't just, oh, we're going to make funny jokes about what's going on in the news. It was, they had an agenda, and it was every single person. It was Colbert, it was Fallon, it was Kimmel, it was everybody. Everybody had an agenda. They all felt responsible that they had to speak out. They had to push against Trump because he became persona, like the horrible human being that we all had to destroy, because they all hate his politics, which they are more than welcome to have. And they're more than welcome to express their opinion, and they're more than welcome to lose their job because it's not a popular opinion to have for the general audience. And when you do the stuff like this, when you become political, you cut your audience in half right out the gate. And they weren't just political, they were belligerently, hugely political in a very, very narrow way, to the point where they were really talking like 20% of the country rather than 100% as a uniting sort of cultural moment where you could sit down and watch late night. And as this got worse, people started to flee because late night started to suck. It started to suck. Like, nobody watches late night. Who watches late night? When was the last time you actually sat down and watched late night television?
Ed Ferguson.
So, yeah, since I was in high school.
Exactly. It was never great, but it was sort of like the silly thing. And then when they went political, it's like, well, then now I'm just deliberately avoiding you.
Yep.
And Colbert is a part of that problem. No one is shocked that he got let go because the late night has been hemorrhaging viewers for years. Years. I constantly would see reports of like, was it ratings of late night are the worst they've ever, and it's like, yeah. And in a shocking turn of events, you have a late night host that's deliberately political with, first it was Red Eye, and then it's what's his name show.
Oh, Gutfeld.
Where Gutfeld has a show, a late night show on Fox News, and he is deliberately political. He's not pretending he's not. And guess what happens? Everybody floods there, and you might tell me, well, Gutfeld is political. It's like, you're right. He is. But he's not pretending not to be. And if right-wing people are watching late night, like The Tonight Show, and they hear political comments, or they watch Kimmel and they hear political comments, instead of just subjecting themselves to your politics, because everything is a consumer market where you get to pick and choose what you want, they just pick the political pundit on late night that fits with their politics. So instead of having uniting late night shows that everybody can watch, we've now just bifurcated into the shows that cater to the political opinion that I have. And that's essentially what happened. All the right-wing people flooded to Gutfeld, and then all of the other shows have to split the rest of the audience. And it's not working because no one gives a crap about late night. Have I missed something about the event so far?
I don't think so. I mean, one thing to bear in mind too is it's not just late night. I mean, TV in general, the ratings are down. I mean, viewership is
cable
off.
television, and YouTube's eating everyone's lunch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, we've talked about this before on the podcast where we were talking about like streaming and stuff and the change in how people consume media now. Um, I can't. I mean, my kids will hear about a show and they will watch it, right? Or I will, or my wife will, we'll hear about a show, we'll find out what streaming service it's on, we'll watch it if we have that service. Um, but for the most part, people are getting more entertainment from YouTube now, especially the younger
I
generation.
mean,
They'll
it's
just
not just for
watch
the most
YouTube,
part.
YouTube, YouTube.
It's not just for the most part. YouTube is now the biggest streaming service.
Yeah.
It just
And
is.
so,
I mean, it surpassed Netflix.
wow.
Yes. Which we talked about
And
on this
so,
podcast. So it tells me Jason doesn't watch this podcast.
I just don't remember. But yeah, the what I was going for was the fact that we don't have to wait around anymore for our media like we used to. I mean, I know that that those of us who are old enough, if we wanted to watch a show, we had to wait for the night it was on television, and then when we wanted to watch the next episode of the show, we had to wait a week. And I can't tell you how many times I wanted to watch a show, and then we were going on vacation the next week, so I missed an episode and never saw it ever. And now we can just,
The
if we
on-demand
don't
thing is just how
like,
we run things.
yeah, if we don't like the way something's going, we just go pick something else to stream. We don't even have to change channels anymore because we're not even really worried about channels at all.
Well, yes, and the idea that we have other places to look and we're not trapped to watch this. But it's not even so much trapped. It's just there's no longer appeal for these late night shows anymore. They don't
Well,
have appeal like they used to.
yeah, and I wonder if we had somebody like Craig Ferguson come back, um, not necessarily Craig Ferguson come back, but if we had someone that basically just appealed to the audience and was a funny show, if that would, I don't know, set an example that people might start jumping on the bandwagon again for. I
I
mean,
think there's a desire for that. I don't. I think it's a little too late at this point.
see, that's one of the funny things about uh, about entertainment now is we have this um, stupidity about how one show suddenly does well, and then there's 100 copycats tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of been a thing forever. But I know what you mean. The problem is now that there's so much, not with regular TV, but like
Keep
with
talking.
the shows that people actually talk about. There's so much gap between seasons now that I feel like everyone like copycatting is a lot more noticeable.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is like when we were growing up, and you had um, the seasons and television and stuff. When a season ended, you had to wait until the next year to
Yeah,
see the next season.
now you gotta
And
wait 3.
nowadays, it's like they're working on the next season. Sometimes they haven't even finished the first season. They're already waiting on, or they're already working on the next season, which is really weird. Why some of these television shows are waiting so long,
Well,
like Amazon with
well,
the Rings of Power.
let's steer this back to actually talk about late night instead of the streaming model has changed everything. My point being that
Anyway,
late night is doing horribly, and a lot of the problem is their content and how they do things, and I just don't think it appeals to people anymore. And especially since they've got overtly and deliberately political. I mean, everybody forgets. I don't think everybody forgets, but it's like, let me remind you, Stephen Colbert had a show where he did a song and dance number to try and get people to take the vaccine.
That's
And
right.
it was gross.
Well, and they weren't the only. He wasn't the only one, and they were
No,
all terrible.
I'm
But I
talking,
get what
it was a
you're from.
propaganda fueled get the vaccine. It's like he was talking to people in sub-Saharan Africa that doesn't understand that vaccines are good for you, and so he did it in the form of a song. Lest we forget the vaccine being, look, there, I'm not a vaccine denier, but there are a lot of questions about the legitimacy of that Pfizer vaccine, and bullying and browbeating people into taking it because you thought Kimmel got on television and cried because people weren't taking the vaccine, and then told people that if you didn't take the vaccine that you deserve to go to the hospital and not get service and die. Kimmel said this on
Oh.
late night television. On late night.
Yeah.
That I am not exaggerating that they went deliberately and aggressively
you're not.
political with their messaging. They did this. Kimmel repeatedly, like he cried when Trump got elected. You know what adult like Conan O'Brien would have done? He'd have gone up and he'd have been like, well, I know a lot of people are upset, but this funny thing, ha ha ha, and then click his heel. And it's like, because he's here to ease your problems. He's here to give you a laugh. And he's not there to be like, let's all weep for the state of our country, because clearly we all have a political opinion about this. And if you want to be political, fine. It is not a good business model because people have been fleeing wholesale. And to be fair to these people, during Trump's first administration, Colbert, his numbers skyrocketed because it was very popular to talk about Trump on a 24/7 basis. And everybody followed suit, and every show got political. And what happened? People got tired of it, and they mostly found it to be bloviating and exaggerated and drama filled. And all news were killing it during 2016 Trump, and 2020 Trump. None of them got their ratings back because people were tired. They were tired of the constant drama. MSNBC didn't get their ratings back. CNN didn't get their ratings back. And they're all in desperate financial danger now. It doesn't work anymore. The constant fear baiting does not work anymore. And I'm not here to endorse Trump. I'm just describing, look, whenever people talk about politics, they always view it from their political perspective. And you're a left-wing person listening to this, I implore you, think about it. Even if you feel that Trump is the worst person ever and he's going to destroy everybody, no one wants to hear you preach and talk down to them on a 24-hour basis. And all that succeeds is to scare away people from the other side of the political aisle. And when it comes to entertainment, even though you feel it's important that representation is a big deal and whatnot, you know what people see and hear when they watch things? You're changing my characters. You're inserting politics where there doesn't need to be. And it's upsetting. And there's been a mass exodus out of media because of this, out of explicitly left-wing media. And late night is the biggest problem and the largest symptom of this. They are the center of the shitstorm that has been happening across Hollywood, that's been happening in video games, everywhere in entertainment. And late night is ground zero for the crap storm that we've been dealing with of just perpetual, nonstop drum beating political messaging. And we're sick of it. We're completely tired of watching your content. Late night used to be a place where we could sit and watch it. It is no more. They cater to a small percentage of the population, and even then they're tired of the constant drum beating in politics. Like, even left-wing people are like, oh, I don't want to hear about Trump anymore. It's just so tiring. And it's like, I get it. How about doing something that everybody can enjoy? But we don't live in that world anymore. Everything is explicitly political. Toy companies, Skittles, Everything's political. And we're no longer putting up with it, or at least the general population is no longer putting up with it. And the winds of change are happening. And there is a mass exodus coming out of the DEI woke / LGBTQ stuff. Even if you're part of these communities, you should ask yourself whether or not you went too far, because now you've developed a negative perspective on stuff that you might, care about. And it is now destroying long held franchises. It's like Disney when you have Pixar. Pixar could do no wrong. Now we're having Pixar movies one after another that have been failing. And they could come out with a good movie today and it would do poorly. And it's not because Pixar can't make a good movie. Well, they can't really. It's because they've lost all trust. Disney has lost all trust. Marvel has lost all trust. Their reputation damage is going to be felt for decades to come because people just don't believe in you anymore. You've been cramming your messaging down their throats and they don't believe in you anymore. And late night is the center of this problem. Ross, why don't you talk about the articles you found here?
Oh, okay. Well, the very first one is just talking about a general decline of linear TV. And now it doesn't want to show me because
You've opened it too many times and now you need a subscription?
Yeah.
Here, I could scroll down. Could you see it on Discord?
I cannot see it. It's just the Discord image.
Oh, hold on. No.
Aha! I see changes.
Hold on.
Maybe.
This is really good for the listening audience.
Well,
I had a thought about late night television and
there we go.
Part of the decline.
Can you zoom in a little?
How,
I don't know how
oh,
it
no,
is
I got it. We're
right
good.
now.
We're good.
All right.
I don't watch late night television anymore, but it used to be that you'd have the news at 10 o'clock, and so people would get kind of depressed and anxious because of the news, and then you'd have the late night show, which was funny. It was a pressure relief valve for a lot of people. You get on there and you'd have Johnny Carson or Jay Leno or David Letterman or whatever mocking whoever and whatever for the week. And now we don't get that. Now it's fear mongering at 10 and then more fear mongering at 11.
I say this is the horrible consequences of the Daily Show and the Colbert. Personally,
Daily Show ruined a lot of things. His sarcastic news commentary became sort of a model for a lot of other people.
A lot of my generation is stupid, and I get my news from the Daily Show. Shut up.
Even Stephen Colbert, who acts like he's a political pundit and is saying important things, would always have that weird qualifier. It's like, we're not news. Don't listen to us. We make stuff up. And it's like, yes, don't listen to Stephen Colbert. Or what's his name on the Daily Show at the time? Jon Stewart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But anyway, so with just linear TV in general, I mean, we see right now it's 49.6%, and that's a decline from a couple years ago from 51%, and that's even further decline from 2022 of 56%. So I mean, it's now lost its over half of people's viewership, and what's making it up is streaming, and like you said earlier, the big winner is YouTube.
Yeah.
It's the one with the biggest, and then Netflix, of course. But they're the two old. They are the grizzled veterans of the streaming world now.
They will be the survivor of the franchise wars.
Yeah, especially with YouTube, kind of branching out into the YouTube TV kind of crap. I think a lot of people are cutting the cord
they made a deal where
into that.
They're streaming live sports games.
Yeah,
that's a big deal for YouTube.
Well, sports is still one of the big draws for linear TV right now. Cable.
I mean,
linear TV.
ESPN has been killing it, and Disney owns it. So ESPN's numbers are doing. It's funny whenever Disney reports their streaming numbers. It's like, oh, we're doing well, and it's like that's because ESPN is doing really well, and Disney Plus and everything else just sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But ESPN though.
Yeah, and well, I mean, Disney under oh God, who's the guy that runs them?
Bob Iger.
Yeah, under
Iger.
Iger. I mean, he's really good at buying other things, not creating much.
It
But
looks like he's probably going to replace sometime here. So
he needs to.
there have been
After he-
talks of the guy who looks like he's probably going to replace him because it's like, oh, Iger's our savior, and it's like he not only bought a bunch of stuff and ushered in a lot of success, but also squandered it.
Yeah, completely, and probably made Disney into too big of a monster
Yeah.
to handle, and paid too much for some stuff.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
he accurately predicted that Disney was a girl brand and tried to fix it by buying Star Wars and Marvel, and then turned those into girl brands.
Yeah. Oh, and mostly because Wonder Woman scared him, and he thought they were falling behind.
Yep.
Shows what they know. If we could go on to the next article, please. So that was the main thing I wanted to show. That just in general, linear
Things are
TV is
declining.
kind of petering out. And on this one, it's just kind of talking about the ratings between the different shows. I mean, Kimmel, Fallon, Colbert, and then Gutfeld as well. We see that Colbert has kind of consistently been the bigger, like, average viewership. And it's had minor increases over the first quarter with 1%. I mean, I barely anything to talk about in my opinion, but I'm not a TV guy. Whereas Kimmel kind of seems to have always done better in the demo, the key demo, which I think is 18 to 49. And Jimmy Fallon coming in, I guess, fourth. But the big winner, and one you mentioned earlier, is Gutfeld on Fox News, and that's a 10 p.m.
deliberately
slot.
political show.
Yes, and it's grown by 31.5% total viewers and 24% in demo, which that is a notable growth.
Wow, yeah, that is pretty big.
Yeah, it's still, it kind of trades, it seems, with Colbert and Gutfeld, but I think Gutfeld right now is the big winner. They have different time slots, though. It's the big thing.
Yeah,
with
Gutfeld tends
Colbert
to be
being
the
later.
big winner most of the time.
Yeah.
And it's like,
So,
imagine
I mean-
Fox News now has one of the biggest talk shows online.
Well, God, that seems to have been the big thing in the last, 6 years or so, is that, I mean, as far as cable goes, I mean, Fox News has been kind of the runaway winner in a lot of areas.
Yeah.
Which is insane to think about as a child of the early thousands.
Well, it makes sense because most of the news, the classic news, swings one direction politically,
mhm.
and people tend to gravitate towards what confirms their bias.
Yeah.
So everybody
Yeah.
splits themselves between like CNN or MSNBC or whatever other news station, and then
Mm.
all the conservatives flood into Fox.
Yeah.
So it's
There's
like,
not
oh,
really a
Fox is
secondary.
number one because that's where half of the country is going, and the rest of you are basically fighting over what other
other half.
demographic you still have. Yeah.
Yeah. And then on the next article, this kind of discusses sort of declines in ratings. The big thing that I think is interesting, is the decline of ad revenue. Because it also talks
Interesting.
about streaming viewership going up and that sort of thing. And sort of like, when Colbert first took over the Tonight Show, they were averaging like close to 4 million viewers a night, and now they're at like 2.5. So it's down. Which in turn was going to hurt your ad dollars. I mean, that's just reality.
Because believe it or not, you can have a TV show, but you got to get money in. It's capitalism.
Yeah. Like all the late night one, like Colbert, Kimmel, Fallon, they combined around $404 million in linear TV ad back in 2018. That dropped to about half in 2024. Which, especially when you consider that there was some, in that short period of time, that's 6 years, there was some major inflation for that short of a period. So, I mean, that's probably even kind of, if you factor in inflation, that's probably even worse. But yeah, so like the Late Show had only 121 million in linear TV ad spend in 18. However, it had only around 70 million in 2024, which is a 42% decline. And this seems to have been kind of the
On
like the
traditional
trend.
cable television overall.
Yeah, like it's just been getting worse. So whether it's like real bad or not as bad, it's just overall it's just getting worse. And that, let's be real, that's probably in part due to the lack of viewership on the, I guess, platform of
Yeah.
of linear TV as a whole, whether it's cable or over the air.
Well, I mean, the advertisers are going to go with whatever is going to get them the most bang for their buck. And if
Sure.
people are jumping ship, they're going to go to the streaming services to. I mean, it used to be that streaming didn't do ads,
Yeah.
and now almost every streamer that I can think of
That's because
is running ads.
the streaming business model isn't sustainable the way they were doing.
Turns out it wasn't good.
It's hilarious that streaming destroys cable, and then they learn that they can't keep it up because this is unsustainable.
Yeah, that's a whoopsie.
It's almost like the Xbox Game Pass problem we're currently having.
Yeah.
It's destroying traditional ways of selling games, and in the long run, it can't keep it going.
Yeah, and I don't remember. I mean, granted, this is well before I was born, but when cable first started, did it have ads? I mean, very beginning.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think.
I wasn't alive, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
Do a quick
I'll look it
choo-choo.
up while we're talking.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then the next articles are you, I believe, sir.
Oh. I'm taking the reins back. Silver, what do you think of late night television?
Well, I never really watched it, but what little I saw of it, I always hated it. Then again, that might just be because, as you say, I am a feti, and it's always been bad
Oh, multiple. Oh.
for me.
Yeah. Yeah. So apparently Colbert's Late Show was reportedly losing CBS $40 million a year.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jesus. And we were just talking about how much money it was making, and so they were spending that much. God damn.
Yeah. Liberal critics cry foul that the CBS late night show reportedly had a budget north of $100 million per season. Why?
Too much.
Yeah, well, and they had a
you'd
team
think
of
that
writers writing jokes for him. And I was like, you're not funny. Your writers are funny.
You'd think with a show like this, where it doesn't have to have a lot of sets, it doesn't have a huge cast, it wouldn't need a budget that big. I mean,
It
one of the reasons
shouldn't.
that reality TV, yeah, one of the reasons that reality TV has always been so lucrative is that they run on shoestring budgets and they make a ton of money compared to how much they're paying out. So yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, having writers' rooms for talk shows like this have been a thing for a while. But the problem is with the recent renegotiation of the writers, with the writer strike and whatnot, what resulted was massive amounts of writers being out of work, and a few of them have lucrative jobs. That's essentially what happened. And you might go, oh, well, you're exaggerating. I think the loss in writing jobs is like 60 plus. It could have even been 90,
Wow.
90% of all writing jobs just went away. I
So
forget
I
the
did
number,
look it up.
but it's a lot.
It looks like cable television, some channels did do a subscription only, and they didn't do ads. But even from the beginning, cable service did broadcast ads.
Interesting. Huh. And I'm sure those subscription ones are like Showtime and HBO.
Yeah,
The classics.
some of the big ones.
I've heard a bigger number for general, or maybe it was a more specific group, but TV writing jobs in particular fell 42%.
Wow.
in a year.
That's really bad.
Like, that's 1 year, and it's like, I wonder if the writer's strike had anything to do with it.
Yeah, I don't know if you can trace that back. You know.
You're right, I'm insane. I'm drawing parallels I shouldn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, come on, be fair here.
But guess what? Trump loves it. He loves that Stephen Colbert got fired. And he, quote unquote, said, I hear Jimmy Kimmel's next. Man.
Oh my God.
No one, to be fair to Trump, why wouldn't he gloat a guy who made it his agenda late night constantly to mock him and advocate him losing an election?
Yeah.
Of course, he could mock him. Like, that would be a natural thing to do when the guy loses his job.
Steven, I heard you got fired. Bad news, bad.
You know what that opened up, though? So the theory is that because of the
Oh my gosh.
but because of the drama between Trump and them and the lawsuit with CBS, and since they settled, believe it or not, the conspiracy is that getting rid of Colbert was part of a secret deal to appease Trump to settle the lawsuit. And it's been infected enough throughout like popular culture and Hollywood and stuff that the Writers Guild itself is calling on the New York Attorney General to investigate whether or not CBS bribed Trump by canceling Stephen Colbert's show.
Oh, God. Jesus.
No, it couldn't
Some
be that
people-
you're losing $40 million a year. It has to be that it was bribery that got rid of this show.
You know, at least if the numbers weren't adding up for cancellation, like at least they'd have something to stand on. It's like, yeah, they were losing $40 million a year. Like, what?
No, Ross. Yeah. Conspiracy.
Now, look, if they were making $40 million a year, maybe you'd have something to. But even then, like,
Trump is trying to cancel him. He is pulling strings to get rid of his political rivals. I tell you.
No, you're right. I think you're right.
This all is a conspiracy to get rid of freedom of speech so that we can have a permanent dictatorship with old Drumpfler at the top of it. Emperor Drumpf. Also, it has nothing to do with the fact that they were hemorrhaging $40 million a year. And by the way, here's the funny part. He's not just losing his job, they're completely canceling the show. The show that had been on for 50 years, literally CBS's statement was, Stephen Colbert is unreplaceable, therefore we're just not going to put the show on anymore. And I was like, that doesn't sound like they're just getting rid of Colbert. That just sounds like that show is not financially viable.
Yeah.
Maybe it's your 20-something writers that are draining the money out of this thing. Or Stephen Colbert, who I think was getting 14 a year.
Good God.
Yeah, I might be exaggerating that, but I don't know. Yeah, let's find out. You were going to say something, Jason?
Yeah, I'm going to say, it makes some sort of sense if they're hemorrhaging money on the show, that they've got to figure something else out to put in that time slot.
15 million a year.
It's like, yikes.
It's not worth it when you're losing 40 a year.
40 million?
No, he got paid $15 million a year, but the show is losing 40
but when you're losing
million.
40, that ain't worth it.
If you're losing 40, it's not worth it to pay a guy 15 million a year.
Maybe cut your writing staff to 2 or 3 people and pay Stephen Colbert $1 million a year or less.
Yeah.
But he's so important.
Start recording in the basement of the building. Or maybe don't do it in New York. Move it to Kentucky. You'll probably be able to keep the show.
I was gonna say, don't they film in like Brooklyn as well?
Yeah. All of this is why that show is hemorrhaging money. Also, you're not appealing, and you've been losing people.
Mm-hmm.
You're a political show, and it scares away people who don't agree with your politics because people live in an on-demand world, and they don't want to hear it if it doesn't agree with their political, perspective.
By the way, they don't even do it in Brooklyn. It's worse. It's in Manhattan at the old Ed
Ew.
Sullivan Theater. So
Yeah,
I mean,
well, that's part of the
even
problem.
more money.
It's echo chambers. Like,
Mhm.
why these places don't go, oh, I'm going to film in Kentucky? It's like, who gives a crap? Like, classically, you did that because that's where it was easy to get celebrities in because it's New York.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
But it's like, that's not really that big a problem. People can fly everywhere. Just put your show next to like the Atlanta airport. You'll be fine.
Yeah, with like the advent of modern ways of production, I mean, you don't have to be in the big metropolitan areas now for infrastructure.
No, you can do a show anywhere.
Yeah.
Whatever.
People
I'm
do
insane.
that.
Yeah, there are rumors we're losing Kimmel. Incidentally, Kimmel cursed out CBS over Colbert's late show cancellation. It also doesn't help that Trump's like, you're next. And it's like, that also fuels they think Trump is pulling the strings behind the scenes.
Oh, God.
It couldn't possibly be because Trump is business oriented and he looks at things like data and numbers and notices that they're losing money, they're hemorrhaging money. They're not just losing it, they're hemorrhaging money on these shows. And they're like, you know what we need to do? We can't sustain this anymore. We gotta move on from this. We gotta find something that actually makes us money. It can't be anything like that. That would just make too much sense.
Yeah, Trump extended his barbs to NBC's Jimmy Fallon, calling him a moron and suggesting the entire late night lineup is on shaky ground. Kimmel suggested he might be done here pretty soon, and it's like, well, it might be because your ratings suck and no one's watching your show. And every time he gets a guest on, he pushes like politics with them and stuff. Remember when not that long ago, he had Schwarzenegger on and brought up immigration with him, and Schwarzenegger had like a real classy way of responding to it.
Ease in making
Oh,
healthy and
yeah.
delicious.
Yeah, Kimmel, you have been aggressively political like the rest of them too. Like, I don't.
Oh, God, yeah.
This can't go on forever. You're not funny. And especially for a guy that was on a very misogynist, deliberately show called The Man Show, you certainly reversed that course. Or at least attempted to revitalize your image to make everybody else seem like you're pretty great. It's not working. Anyway, so I have a general question for everybody, whether or not you're speculating, stay on topic. Whether or not you think that this is a foreshadowing of things to come for late night, and whether or not late night is really
Hey, Rhett, you're kind of cutting out.
Am I cutting out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Just then you were fine right up until you started asking.
Yeah, like literally the last like maybe minute and a half.
I have done nothing different.
Wonderful.
I blame Silver.
Well, it's probably her fault. Let's be real.
You infected us with your girlness.
Yeah, showed up at your place and messed with your stuff.
You know what I found out?
She jiggled cords.
She has an iPhone.
no.
Disgusting.
Ew.
I've only ever had an iPhone.
You girl.
Ew. What, you can't stand to have your bubble be green to all your friends, really?
You don't like
the only phone
options.
My parents have ever gotten.
You don't like phone options. You don't like, being able to modify stuff to your liking. You like to be shackled to the teat of Big Apple.
Of Big Apple.
Yes, Big Apple.
Of Big Apple.
Yes, the Big Apple.
You're going to be
I'm a
stuck in
slave
the
to the
you're
Big
going to be
Apple.
stuck in the human centipede that is the iPhone users. You will. You know, statistically, overwhelmingly, women prefer iPhone. Men prefer
Yeah.
Android. So if you have an iPhone, immediately it's like, ew, you girl.
Yeah, everyone in my family uses iPhones. It's just what they always got.
It's like 70, 80% of women prefer iPhones. It's like a weirdly large number. So your dad and your brother are definitely women.
It's now official.
Explains so much.
Anyway, the question being late night in general. Late night used to be great, funny part of pop culture. It was how we got little bits of information, relaxed at the end of the day. I liked Ferguson's thing where he was even more janky because he was later than the bigger shows. And his little jingle at the beginning, it's like, I know you're about to fall asleep, but stay up and have fun, sort of thing with us. And I always like that. And the late night model, I don't think is sustainable, and the financially,
Well,
like,
not with.
I don't think it can last. But what do you think the state of late night's going to be? We just going to peter on forever, or eventually we just going to start losing these people?
Unless something changes, I think we're gonna lose that they're just gonna keep losing money until the stations are forced to basically say, we can't sustain this anymore, so we got to do something else. I think that if they go back to entertainment as opposed to what we've gotten, um, which is political fear mongering instead of entertainment, then I think that it might have a possibility of coming back.
I don't know about that because Conan O'Brien wasn't political and his show got canceled.
Yeah.
But to be fair to Conan, his show got worse after he moved over. He was funner when he was late night and janky and didn't care. It became less funny later on.
Well, I wonder if some of that was the network.
I don't think the network were
'Cause-
messing with him.
Yeah,
Well,
I think TBS needed him more than he needed them.
I just meant that when he went from late show to the whatever
Well,
taking
Tonight
over
Show,
from
then
Leno.
TBS.
Yeah.
Yeah. I imagine that there were certain things that he had to do with the Tonight Show. It was basically like you have to follow these rules. I could be wrong.
I don't think that was the case. I think his late night thing worked well with young people, 20 somethings, kids in middle school, high school sort of thing. It was kind of funny late night thing. And that comedy did not transfer to a general older audience on the Tonight Show. It just did not work. His silly antics were not working.
Yeah.
I never caught him on the Tonight Show. I only
He
ever
didn't
saw him
last.
on his
What, he
own
last
show.
like 6 months or something? It was absurd.
Yeah, it was not long.
Yeah, it was really short.
Well, the funny thing is,
But
as much as people lambast Leno, Leno was still #1 when they canceled him and replaced him with Conan.
Yeah.
And from Leno's perspective, he was like, "Can you at least wait until I get to #2 before we stop the show?" No, they moved on.
To me, it seems to be an entertainment thing, at least at this point in time. And if they went back to entertainment, there's a possibility that they could pull this out.
I think the talk show is no longer a model that works. I mean, think about it. Countless podcasts out there are practically talk shows anyway.
That's true.
I don't think the model of we all sit down every night to watch a talk show is necessarily a thing that works. you can watch a show on demand whenever you want to on YouTube right now. And you can pick specific content catered to your interests and watch something about a specific actor that you're interested in. I don't think we need a comedian to sit down and talk to actors and introduce us to these people anymore. We have so much more access. We have so much more access to comedy that fits our interests. It's like if you're 12, you get the dumbest, stupidest stuff on YouTube that caters to
It's
your
true.
personality. You don't need to sit and watch Jimmy Kimmel cry about vaccines. Like you don't care. You're gonna go watch Skibbity Toilet or whatever. I just don't think
Right.
late night's part of a bygone era, and I just don't think it's a thing anymore.
Yeah,
What I was
if anything-
saying is
Oh,
that if
sorry. Go ahead.
oh sorry, go ahead.
No, you.
I've been talking, so
I was gonna
Go ahead
say
and
the only thing I can think is like, if anything, they will start to have it be like they'll probably cut way back on budgets, maybe have a late night show, maybe, and then it's gonna be like dual streaming somewhere. Like,
Keep
it'll
the
be on,
Tonight Show around for nostalgia's sake or something.
Yeah, I mean that might be about it, and again, probably cut way back on the budget. So
Oh yeah, dramatically so.
yeah.
Get back to basics. Well, and it's like how many shows have been running, kicking and screaming from the DEI stuff just to try and claw back audiences. Like we've heard of Pixar shows where they just mass cut like like LGBTQ messaging from the movie to try and salvage it, and they haven't been able to salvage it.
They
Elio
apparently did that from
had that problem.
yeah. I was gonna say they apparently did that with Inside Out 2, and it worked.
The word was there was a little bit in that. Elio was all gay messaging. The kid was supposed to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
gay. It was that was the most dramatic. Like this thing was cut to hell and back, and it didn't work. The show sucked anyway.
Right.
But yeah, I just don't think the model is the same. Like, and I know we can all have that nostalgia of like I used to come home late at night and I'd sit and watch a talk show, and I miss that. And it's like, yeah, I also miss going to video rental places and looking around and finding a movie I've never thought I'd watch before. But it's of a bygone era, and it's gone. It's gone. I miss video rental places, talk show, like all of this nostalgia bait stuff. Back in my day, we used to, yeah, and it's not back in your day. And talk shows just aren't a thing anymore. Like if talk shows survive, it should just move to YouTube. It should just you stream your talk show. I mean, it's like how many YouTube channels are essentially talk shows? They have guests, they make jokes,
There's a lot
they
of them,
talk about
yeah.
current politics. It's basically talk shows now.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like we don't
I-
need we don't need traditional talk shows.
Well, and the other thing is too, like, do you remember that era of YouTube when the algorithm was pushing late night show clips, like late night TV clips, really
Yeah.
hard?
Yeah.
Whether it was Fallon or Colbert, or
we got a
Letterman
lot
or
of Daily
whatever.
Show clips too.
Yeah, like
Oh,
been a thing before.
what's his name? That squirrely British guy. He was all over YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Trevor Noah.
Yeah, no, not Trevor
Oh.
Noah. British guy with little glasses. He was comedy.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. He was crap too.
Well, he has some
Uh,
persuasive clips of
Oliver?
things he had about John Oliver. But the problem is John Oliver was also persuasive in a specifically political direction. So at first it's like, yeah, I also dislike civil forfeiture. And then it would be some other thing, and then eventually it would be like, yeah, you're just trying to do propaganda about something you don't like. But it's like, how long is John Oliver going? I mean, Miller's still around, but he's been doing his thing forever, and it's a different bit of a format, and he gets to, but it's like he's been explicitly political from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Silver doesn't care. You just watch your skibbity toilets and you move on.
Oh, big skibbity toilet fan.
I
She goes and
still
buys the
have
toys.
no clue what the heck that is, and I don't want to look into it.
You know, my first exposure to skibbity toilet was running into a short online of this kid who looked like
Oh.
he was 14 trying to argue that they should change canon in skibbity toilet to fit this other thing.
Oh,
And
dear
then I was
God.
like, what?
Canon on a YouTube channel. Oh my
About a
God.
head that comes out of a toilet, yes. And I was like, uh-huh. And then I had to look it up and I was like, oh, we're getting worse. Something's wrong with us. I mean, Baby Shark is one thing. That's for toddlers. Skibbity Toilet is for kids who supposedly have developed prefrontal cortexes, but
Listen, you youngins, I remember YouTube poops, all right? This isn't new. It's just slightly more retarded. So don't
slightly.
think you're special.
Who was that guy, Fred? He's just as bad.
Oh, gosh.
He had his own
No.
Nickelodeon TV show.
He did. He had a movie.
Oh.
John Cena was in the movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Canon, John Cena is Fred's dad, and he lived in a refrigerator.
That's right.
Yeah.
Or was it was like his imaginary dad or something.
Yeah. I saw John Cena talk about it, and he was like, it was such a cheap shoot that they just went and got a random refrigerator and it smelled in there, and he spent a lot of time. He's like, I can still smell what it smelled like in that refrigerator.
Oh my God.
And just exposing himself to the youth, the very mentally handicapped youth. Oh, I mean, Mr. Beast, I put in a lot of that category of just nonsensical, just doofiness. I mean, PewDiePie was a bit of a Fred sort of channel.
Yeah, people forget how fucking obnoxious he was in his.
Yeah.
People hated PewDiePie.
We had our PewDiePies and we had our Biebers and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. Ah, back in the day when I was way too old for that at the time.
Yeah, and now I'm extra old, way too old.
Late night. It sucks. And it'll probably go away. Hey, if you're listening to this podcast, why don't you tell us if you think late night can survive? Are you a hardcore Kimmel fan and you're really into the weepy politics? That's fine. Yeah.
You know me.
You better
big fan.
support his content perpetually because he needs all he can get to keep kicking. He needs your help. But guess what? I'm feeling it rumbly in my tumbly. I've got to go take a big news dump.
The Distracted Gamer Podcast. Big steaming pile of news dump.
Hey everybody, it's the part where we talk about news constantly and in
I love it.
just a stomach rattling fashion as we let go of the diarrhea that is the events of this week.
All right.
Is that the way? I can be more descriptive.
Nah, it's all right.
The articles are the corn chunks in the poop that is the...
Okay. Well. I mean,
what,
some of
Ross?
them. Yeah.
You have a problem with how I do things?
No, it's
Start your own
Hey,
podcast.
It's fine.
I'll have it with blackjack and hookers.
That's the same joke I was gonna make.
I'm the bender of this group, not you.
You a-hole.
I'm the belligerent robot who's a drunk.
Hey, we haven't talked about Superman enough. Superman's box office at top 140 million total with worldwide box office. I'm going to clarify something. So Superman did okay for its opening, and it actually did really well and picked up a bit in the following week. It had a very good week after. So you might be saying, is Superman doing amazingly? And I'm going to re-clarify by going, no, because strangely, domestically, it seems to be performing pretty well. Worldwide, it sucks. It is not doing well with worldwide numbers. I think they are projecting like long-term China numbers at like 10 million or some such thing.
Oh, wow, that's ouch.
Yeah, yeah, it is not performing worldwide.
Oh,
Stateside, it seems to be performing pretty well. And then there were some people accusing, well, it's like, well, Superman never performed very well worldwide. It's like, that's not true at all. It always did well. Just this movie in particular is not, people are not interested, globally speaking. So it's been doing pretty well domestically and been crapping the bed in a newsdom fashion globally.
I mean, I guess the big thing is like if Fantastic Four is gonna shit the bed, or if and allowing Superman to keep making money, because I think it's gonna be kind of dead for in the theaters, or if Fantastic Four is gonna take all the steam out of Superman, because I mean, if it doesn't make at least numerically as much as Steel made, I think there's gonna be problems.
But Fantastic Four is attached to the Marvel thing, so there might be some weariness.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't. In a shocking turn of events, Fantastic Four might be better than Superman.
Oh my god, I would have never guessed that. I mean, we'll see, but I would never have made that guess.
I'm
Ever.
gonna see it. I'm gonna see it, and if I
Yeah?
have to news dump alone, I'll do that.
I'll see if I can see it too. Maybe with you. Let me check my schedule.
Yeah, because we should talk about Fantastic Four. I know Superman was a big movie, but well, we need to infect our faces with Pedro.
Red.
Not for
If
Pedro.
if you make me see, I mean not make, but if I see another Marvel or another superhero movie, I'm absolutely going to make you watch the Bond movies, including the bad ones.
Just because you think it'll be a fun side thing. It's funny. What we don't
Her
even
Majesty's Secret Service.
Well, we don't even get huge attention with like the what happened, what came out recently. There could be like 5 people watching those Bond reviews.
Yeah, but I'm gonna expand your pop culture history, boy. You're gonna love it.
How are you gonna do that when you've got a mouse in your mouth?
Well, because I'm gonna do it at your house where there's no mouse, because cats.
Yeah, that's true.
I might even steal a cat
Oh no.
Bring mouse
so they can kill mouse.
for you.
So they can kill mouse. Moving on, Pedro Pascal's new movie came out and is an absurdly gross flop, generating only $625,000.
Oh,
Holy cow!
I'm real sad that Austin Butler is attached.
It had to have been an indie.
No, there was actually a lot of big name people in this movie.
Yeah, I don't think
studio behind it.
I think so.
Yeah, the opening preview did horrifically. And this article speculates is, do we have Pedro fatigue? We've had it for a while. Pedro's in too many things, and we are tired of seeing his stupid face. Jason, to clarify,
not a major studio, but A24.
This is Pedro Pascal, Joaquin Phoenix, Emma Stone, Austin Butler. This is a big multi-celebrity movie. And if you're asking yourself, what is this movie? It is about a small town mayoral election between Pedro and Joaquin Phoenix during COVID.
Oh.
It is a very, very political movie. It is a mayoral election in the middle of COVID where everybody's wearing masks. And there's just shitstorm politics being accused back and forth. Yeah, it's going to be a mess.
It's called Eddington, apparently.
Yeah, the town. In comparison, the competing horror release, I Know What You Did Last Summer, pulled in 2.2 in the same preview window.
According to Google, I just Googled the movie in the box office. It got 1.9 million at the box office. So that's probably both foreign and domestic on a $25 million budget.
Oof.
Well, this has to be, so this is comparing apples to apples on the preview window. When we talked about Superman doing, what was it, 120 opening weekend? 125? And then it's like, well, by comparison, Man of Steel did this. And it's like, yeah, but with Superman, the 2025, it had like a 5-day opening weekend. So it's way more than Man of Steel had.
Oh,
So
they had to
you have to
jiggle the numbers.
yeah, you have to compare like apples to apples of like how much time between the two, and then adjusted for inflation, and it did not surpass Zack Snyder's Superman. It did.
Oops.
Well, I mean, I had heard that people were comparing it to the Man of Steel, and they were saying how much it was not living up to that. But they always look at it and say, they always look at it and say raw money, and that's not how. What, like you said, that's not how it works. You have to then adjust for inflation because it was several years ago.
Yeah. And the preview was like a day, not 5.
Yeah.
Let's see. As an aside, Donkey Kong Bonanza came out, and it's apparently very good. People are really into it.
Oh?
It is like the killer app at the moment for Switch 2.
Oh, it's out, or is it coming out?
Yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza came out. Yeah.
Oh, why did they only wait like a month after the release of the...
I don't know.
Okay. That's really weird. Is that weird?
Yeah, a little bit.
That feels a little weird. I mean, 6 months I get, or even 2 or 3, but like a month? Huh.
They needed a little bit of time tweaking the fur on his buttocks.
Yeah, on his gorilla butt.
That fur isn't flowing in the wind properly on his ass.
Yeah, that's right, pal.
You get back in there, Yamamoto, and you paint on his ass.
His gorilla nipples aren't quite centered correct.
Fans will be angry. His nipples are non-canon.
God, have you seen what the Sonic fans do? Jesus, we got to be careful here. This is dangerous waters.
That's true. People actually assaulted people over the incorrect coloring.
What Chris Chan does in the privacy of his stuff, none of our business.
We are not talking about Chris Chan. This is not a thing.
I just felt a shudder run down my back.
You shut your dirty mouth.
I'm gonna buy from his Etsy shop.
No.
Right.
I'm definitely gonna curse myself.
Handmade Sonichu medallions.
I want one so bad. It calls to me like the Green Goblin mask.
You know, you're gonna turn into some evil genius.
Yeah, but it's like horrible. I know, because I mean, it literally curses people. Like, look what happened to that one lawyer guy. Like, he completely ruined his life after buying that thing.
It calls to me like the Green Goblin mask.
But my gosh, how hilarious! Just you don that thing and like the Green Goblin.
I'm gonna be like Boromir in Fellowship of the Ring, holding it up out of the snow.
My precious.
Yeah, it's just such a funny little thing, you know. Just
well, the problem is, much like Neil Breen movies, I refuse to give him money. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, it's so good.
So, James Gunn has commented on the fact. Well, we got comments that it looks like Swamp Thing is canceled.
Oh no!
Here, let's read some clarification. A new layer of intrigue has swept over the mysterious canceled DC project we all guessed was Sergeant Rock. Studio exec and Superman director James Gunn clarified why the unnamed project was dropped, and he's leading many observers to the conclusion that it was probably the Swamp Thing. Gunn told NPR recently that he knew the script was no good and nothing made it better despite seeing a few drafts. We had a screenplay that, a movie was greenlit. We got second draft and third draft, and it wasn't changing. It wasn't getting better. It was staying in the same place. And I said, we can't make this film. We can't. It's not good. We know it's not good. Why didn't you do this with Superman?
Because it was his.
Yeah.
Well,
you can't be a fair critic to your own stuff.
The funny thing is that Swamp Thing is one of those ones that James Gunn could probably do something with and do something well.
My hope would be the Authority. Instead, we're getting Supergirl.
Ugh.
Hey Ross,
know-
do you know what James Gunn said about the Supergirl movie?
Oh, what?
He described her as a hot mess.
Yeah, that's
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
that's the
that's what we
follow-up
want with
character I want.
Supergirl.
after
We want a
Superman.
movie about a drunk 20-something who's a hot mess. That's what we want.
Well, if there's one thing that nerds are renowned and general audiences are renowned to love, it's hot mess 20-something dramas. I mean, it's such a hit.
Because the people who really like Spider-Man also classically like Legally Blonde.
Yeah, I mean, didn't the Mary Jane movie they made? Wait, no, they never made one. Right, I forgot.
How about
That's a bad
Clueless?
idea.
People who like Fantastic Four famously really into Clueless.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, that's a big crossover market.
Except
Huge.
this one, instead of this weird Valley girl with the attitude, it's literally it's like Keisha in her song. That is literally her.
Yeah.
And it's like nobody even wants to hang out with this person, let alone nerds want to watch this movie. But what? Whatever. You make your hot mess movie, and I will refuse to watch it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna watch it.
Hey Ross, I got some news you might be interested in. Specifically.
Oh,
Apparently, because Blade was so close to Sinners, that's why Blade was canceled, because it was a period piece set in a similar time with vampires and stuff. That's why the show was
That's
canceled.
weird.
And it was so close that the Sinners costume designer used wardrobe from the Blade reboot that they were going to make.
oh,
So we actually saw
Oh.
outfits that they were going to put in Blade in Sinners.
oh, that's hilarious.
Yes. Yeah, that's really funny.
That's amazing. Well, waste not, want not.
I mean, that's how close those movies were to go, oh.
Oh my god.
Maybe that was the right decision because Sinners was doing it better.
Yeah, and was
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
going to do it better, despite its flaws. I mean, its flaws are perfectly reasonable in comparison to what fucking Marvel's been doing lately.
Hey, news to excite everybody. Netflix has greenlighted the long-awaited Assassin's Creed live-action series as Ubisoft is grappling with financial collapse.
my gosh.
The timing, impeccable.
Impeccable.
Yeah.
Impeccable. Listen, we gambled on a terrible movie about time to gamble on a terrible Netflix show.
Yeah, that movie sucked.
What do you mean? It's just awful.
What? Strapped to mechanical arms so that you could pretend you're jumping around in the large warehouse. Like people understood being plugged into a table. Like it's like the Matrix.
They've understood that since the Matrix.
Yeah.
And you know what I forget? I forget that there was both a Prince of Persia film and an Assassin's Creed film.
Yep. And Prince of Persia was all right.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's not amazing, but it's all right. It's a fun little
It's
like
all
Saturday
right.
morning movie.
Yeah, on USA or something.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed sucks balls. Michael Fassbender.
Real bad.
You did him dirty. He's a great actor.
Hey, I'm sure it paid real nice.
Yeah. He was in Kung Fury 2. Did you hear about the drama of that movie?
No.
It was made years ago. Like Kung Fury 1 is a rompous blast. I love Kung Fury 1. If you haven't seen it, you will come over and watch it with me. It's only 30 minutes long.
Okay.
Kung Fury 1 is hilarious. They travel through time and hunt and fight Hitler with a T-Rex. It's great.
Mm.
Thor's in it. It's just amazing. But Kung Fury 2, they filmed, but apparently there's like controversy with like who owns rights and whatnot. So it's been done for a few years now. It's done. And Michael Fassbender's in it. And apparently the directors of Kung Fury 1 were just so miffed by all of the drama with who controlled rights and whatnot that it got leaked online somehow. So it's out there. It's in the ether if you want to track it down. And it's like,
Oh my god. It's kind of like I mean, but for very different reasons. How they had to leak the North Korea movie.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a man in it who wears a power glove, and I think his name is actually Hacker Man.
His name is what?
Hacker Man.
Oh my god.
And he literally hacks time.
Dear God. Uh-huh.
We have to watch this film. Anyway, look forward to that. Hey, in future, more continuing Ubisoft news, Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot makes his son the head of the new Tencent subsidiary after the family's mismanagement and his own business flops as gaming world cries nepotism.
Oh.
Because everybody forgets that Ubisoft is controlled by a specific family, the Guillemot.
Yeah. Did you ever think you'd see the day that Ubisoft is failing this? Like, they failed hard fast.
Hard.
I mean, granted, it's been like building up a while. Like that snowball's been adding onto itself for a minute. It's just now crashing, but still.
Skull and Bones was a big problem for them.
Yeah.
They spent an absurd amount of money on that game, and it failed miserably. Like it probably cost them more than the Assassin's Creed and stuff.
God damn. I mean, it made no impact
No,
culturally.
no, everybody hated it. It wasn't good. It was in development hell for like ever.
I think Anthem made more impact culturally, if not for it was talked about more.
Yep.
You know?
In a worse turn of events, you would almost rather have a game that's hated that everyone's talking about than a game that's hated and no one talks about.
Yeah, because at least you might get a few people going like, man, it's that terrible? I gotta try it.
I mean, it's not even a fart in the wind. It was a fart in the wind from the guy on the other side of the field.
Yeah. Like,
I didn't even register it happened.
Meanwhile, Sea of Thieves still going.
Still going. Hey, Ross, the Coldplay news was hilarious.
Oh my god.
How much do you know about it?
So it was at a play concert, and they had like a fan cam floating around, like getting people on the Jumbotron.
Yeah, during the concert,
Yeah, and it happened to land on this adorable couple, holding each other. And then, but suddenly, as they realize they were on, the lady panics, and the guy ducks out of view, and we realize they weren't supposed to be together. And Chris Martin, is it Chris Martin? The lead singer of Coldplay even's like, oh, either they're like having an affair or they're really shy. Whoops.
Someone's screaming in the background.
There's fights going on at Jason's.
He didn't put the dog food out for his children.
Jason, you got to remember your chores.
His son kicked the food bowl over and wrapped himself around the tree.
Oh my god! You got to get the bowl that has the ridges in it, so they don't just
Don't eat it too fast and throw up. Yeah.
Yeah. God, this is amateur, man. What are you doing? Oh yeah, but anyway, so then people were watching this and laughing, and then somebody realized, oh wait, this is Astronomer CEO and their HR,
the head of their HR.
Yeah. And
they're kissing.
He's married.
He is married. Yeah.
And that's oops.
And not to her.
No.
Well.
And this was grossly inappropriate and such a drama-filled insanity. The board of directors let him go. They let her go. It's actually damaged their stock value. The shareholders are unhappy. Yikes. This has had massive repercussions cascading down the entire company as we find out the CEO is boning the head of HR.
Well, and you know what? Look, he is not the first, nor will he absolutely ever be the last of CEO men that step out on their wives with some lady at the company. But what a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
What an absolute moron. What are you doing that in public for? Someplace that you're going to get... what a dumbass.
You know what this reminds me of? I think it was a murder case of this Hispanic guy that was going to prison for murder, and his um, lawyer got him off by watching intently and with great detail. He was at like a baseball game, and he was able to find him in the crowd that him and his son went to, and prove that he wasn't there murdering the person.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, "Good for you." He's like, he's at the game. um, yeah, this is hilarious. It's horrifically damaged the reputation of the company. The CEO has now been put on leave, and he's probably going to lose his wife to a massive divorce, and he probably has lots of money.
Yeah, people have already like tracked down his wife's like social media, and she's already changed the name back to her maiden name. Like things ain't going good.
Yeah, it's actually damaged the company, which could result in layoffs at the company simply because he can't keep it in his pants. Or at least keep it in his pants and not go to Coldplay.
What an idiot.
Well, people who cheat are not necessarily the wisest apples in the bunch.
Understatement there.
Well, they always make horrible decisions and self-justify. Well, she's not affectionate, or I've lost excitement in my marriage, and it's like, go to hell. Just divorce the person if you're unhappy.
Yeah, and now the divorce goes so much worse.
Or get therapy. I mean, there are other things to do besides make dumb decisions.
And you know, not that this matters because you're right, and not that this matters because this wasn't the case. You know, it doesn't deserve to happen to the poor wife. But like,
Right.
his wife was a better looking gal anyway. So it's like, what a moron.
This reminds me of when in Sister Act, Whoopi Goldberg was in protective custody at a nunnery, and they were helping the community, and the news came out to like show what they were doing for the community, and Whoopi was like, "No, don't put me on camera. I'm actually a whore from Las Vegas."
You're kind of cutting out again. Sorry.
Your mom's cutting out.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I was talking about
What?
Sister Act.
Oh.
Okay.
Remember in Sister Act where Whoopi Goldberg was in hiding because she's a whore from
Yep.
Vegas and saw a murder, and she
wasn't
went
a whore. She was a performer. Come on. now.
Performing
Now,
different.
granted,
ways.
I've
I
only
think
ever
she
seen Sister Act 2.
Back in the
I think
habit.
she was actually cheating on, like, she was the mistress of the
Head
guy
of the
who did
mafia guy
murder.
there. Yes.
Yeah.
You're acting like I
So-
don't understand Sister Act, Jason.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Anyway, she goes off to help the
I'm saying
community,
Ross
and
didn't.
the news comes to like show it, and she has to hide her face behind kids and stuff because she's in protective custody because she ain't supposed to be seen because they're trying to find her because she's a witness to murder.
To Moida.
That's right. Same thing. Hopefully he wasn't going to try and put on a concert to please the Pope.
You know how you do.
The Pope
Pope's a
was
big fan.
tapping his foot when they were singing. He was tapping his foot.
Got to make the Catholic Church soulful.
It
Give us some of
pleased
that
him.
soul food.
Nothing for my God. Anyway. Mortal Kombat 2 trailer has come out, and there's mixed reactions to Carl Urban being Johnny Cage. I'm okay with it. Carl Urban's great.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine
He
with
is.
this.
Yeah.
Of
People
all
are
the
like, this
unserious movies.
is horribly miscast, and it's like, first of all, Carl Urban's great. Second of all, it's Mortal Kombat, the movie. Calm down.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
canon
is anyone
inside.
taking this seriously? Come on.
It's Mortal Kombat.
Wasn't the original Johnny Cage kind of styled on Nicolas Cage?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
It's just Hollywood action, man.
But he's
Yeah.
bald now, so he couldn't do it.
I mean, that's it.
Carl Urban's great.
Well,
Yeah,
and I keep thinking if there was a movie where it was like, oh, the stupid nerdy movie. Here, give me an example of a film. Just a classic film.
Classic.
uh,
Are you talking like
Godfather.
Casablanca?
Godfather. Okay, so we have the Godfather, the main character in it. Let's just say, for some strange reason, it was Nicolas Cage. It's like, would you be really that angry? It's like,
That would
oh,
be amazing.
this is bad. This is bad casting. It's like, well, but I mean, come on. I'm here to see this.
Yeah, and like I don't know, like the first because I remember seeing the 2020 movie, and it was all right. It was pretty good.
That was
I
a
mean,
COVID
it,
movie.
had an OG, original character rather than an OC rather.
I didn't care for
rather
that, but
than
yes.
Yeah, and so it was like, whatever. But I'm fine with an older Johnny
Yeah.
having to do Mortal Kombat. That's great. Very
Carl
fun.
Urban has been doing grizzled man for too long. He just needs to be hot young celebrity man now.
Oh yeah. What would be the most unhinged fighting game movie you could make? My first thought was Mortal Kombat, but then I remembered Tekken exists.
Oh, Tekken's even better to do. Unhinged would be like Killer Instinct or something.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
How about Clay Fighters?
Oh my
Play
god.
Fighter. That's what I was thinking.
I was gonna say Primal Rage, but didn't they make a movie?
I think they did.
I don't remember if they did.
I think they did make a Primal Rage movie.
I mean,
It
I would
was
love some
really
fight-
just monsters fighting each other. But
Yeah, they did make. Well, there's a movie called Primal Rage. I don't know if it's based on.
well,
the
I'm
game.
gonna say it was canon, even has nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
I'm declaring that right now.
it's being declared.
So Ross, Aaron Taylor Johnson is starting into the new Robert Eggers werewolf movie.
Oh,
Um,
I like him.
yes, despite the fact he was in one of the worst movies of the year in Craven, Aaron Taylor Johnson is going to survive it because he's actually a good actor.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it looks like we might get Lily Rose Depp, who I think sucks, but
Did you watch Nosferatu?
I didn't.
Because they're obviously, as this says, they're in it. I liked it, and I thought she was good in it, and I thought he was. Some people say he was miscast. I don't think so. I think he was just fine in it. Obviously Skarsgård like stole that movie completely, but
Because he did. He's awesome.
I mean, granted, can he steal the movie if he's the titular character? But anyway, I don't know. I highly recommend. Red. I think you'd like it.
I haven't had the chance to sit down. My mom tried watching it. It was not for her.
Oh, I think your mom would hate it.
She hated it. Yes. She was like, "It's
Yeah.
terrible," and I was like, "Well, yeah, there you go." I'll have to sit down and watch it. Yeah. Everybody forgets that Lily Depp was in Yoga Hosers, the Kevin Smith movie.
Oh,
Or Kevin
well, I mean,
Smith,
being in a Kevin Smith movie is a curse anyway.
he plays a Nazi sausage.
Brett,
Yeah.
Gen X has been a curse on media. I'm just going to tell you that right now. People piss and moan about Gen Z and millennials, and we have our. I
Yeah.
won't deny that,
Yeah.
but Gen X is.
Jason's Gen X. Defend yourself.
Well, at least we're not millennials.
Technically,
That's
I'm a
not-
millennial, and that's not an
Say,
excuse.
you're on the border.
Yeah, I'm on the border. I tip into millennial.
Yeah. I am pure millennial. I am the most millennial you can be.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't defend yourself by saying, "Well, those losers."
Yeah, come on now.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I like Kevin Smith's response to people who hate it. He's like, "Well, it's supposed to be a dumb, silly, like campy movie," and it's like, so if your movie is good, it's like, oh, it's art, it's brilliant, and if your movie sucks, and it's like, well, it's a cheap crappy Clerks movie. Like, what's your problem? It's like, that's not an excuse. You make a shitty movie or you don't.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Ross, Elmo's
Yeah?
Twitter account was hacked.
Oh, I saw that.
Yes, I saw that.
And Elmo went on anti-Semitic rants on Twitter.
Oh my god.
Elmo doesn't like Zionism.
It's essentially what happened, Silver. Elmo became a massive racist.
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
It's so good. This, along with Grok just being a lunatic despite all the updates they're giving to it, is so good.
Well, it doesn't help people like Elmo are ruining Grok's algorithm.
So good.
Elmo is decidedly anti-Zionist.
Well, and you know what? You got to take a stance sometimes. And, I'm proud of him for doing it, even if I disagree.
Oh, by the way, I didn't reference it in the beginning. You know that Muppet-looking video game? It's like Sesame Streety or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that like boxing game? Yeah.
It wasn't a boxing game. Anyway, I can't remember what it's called, but it came out on Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's not a boxing game, but it's based on like Sesame Street. I don't know what it's called. So I downloaded it and I played it. You would never guess what that game is like, Ross, not in a million years. You think it might be an action or adventure or first person or something. Okay, it's a first person game. What do you think it's like?
It's a first person game in what?
What would you think it's like?
I mean, is it like a adventure game or something? Like, you go around and find things and walk stuff? I don't know.
Kinda.
Is this?
It's a horror Sesame Street game that plays like Resident Evil.
Oh, My Friendly Neighborhood.
Yes.
Oh, okay. See, I was thinking about the one that we previewed at the beginning of the summer. I was thinking of that one.
Look forward to that video. Look, it takes me hours to edit these things.
They were long.
Yeah. And it's very, very Resident Evil you can only save in one room if you have tokens.
Oh.
As opposed to
So
like on the typewriter with typewriter tape or whatever.
Yeah. That's funny.
And it's like horror Muppets from basically Sesame Street. Like they're Big Bird, I can't remember what they call him in the game, but he's like this giant horror creature that will crush you and walk over you and stomp you to death, so you have to hide from him.
Good. So it's like Alien Isolation almost?
If he's in that part of the game, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's so funny.
Yeah, it's a weird, I don't know how long it is. So far, it's been interesting. I can't say it's amazing, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm giving it a shot. I'm going to give it a shot. Elmo motivated me with his tweets. Elmo has a problem with Zionism.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Elmo, no.
Not a fan. From the river to the sea, Elmo. I know.
Stranger Things season 5 trailer.
Make it stop.
They're all in their 40s now and have beards. What
Hey,
were
you know
once
what?
young kids are older, funny-looking kids.
I love that they're continuing the 80s tradition of 20-somethings playing teenagers.
Yeah.
It's great.
Michael
It's
J.
come full
Fox.
circle. Now that 80s nostalgia is dead and we're on Y2K nostalgia, that's amazing.
This thing has got to be stupid expensive. Hundreds of millions of dollars for this show. The big conclusion to the one
I've never
show.
understood the appeal.
Yeah. I mean, it's all right. The first season's really good, and the second season's pretty good. The third season sucks. And the fourth season was okay. Third season sucked. Uma Thurman's daughter is just horrifically bad. She sucks balls. But she doesn't in that show because she's a lesbian.
No. What's the name of the cool guy with the jeans car latest season?
Oh, Eddie, I think?
Eddie. I just know there's a lot of dirty fanfics about Eddie. That's
well,
because
he was really cool, and spoilers, he died in a cool way. So everybody's like got drama about like, oh, I love him, he passed. But yeah, the show is coming. The trailer looks good, but I'm kind of checked out of Stranger Things lore. I could care less. And I've seen Millie Bobby Brown and other stuff, and she's not good. She is
No.
not a good actress.
Yeah, she's not been in a lot of good stuff.
No, she's terrible, and her career will be nothing when this is over. This show put her on the map. She's married now.
Oh.
Yeah, just suddenly out of the blue. Not too long after, I saw her casting googly eyes at her co-star in the Sherlock Holmes show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God, that's right. I
Enola
forgot about
Holmes.
that.
Yeah, that show's
Oh.
terrible.
Why,
Terrible.
Rickville?
Or do you remember
Why?
the re-envisioning of the princess story as if we haven't had that like 40 billion times at
right.
this point? And they did the princess thing where she's the action star, and it's like no one get. You know what'd be
Oh,
rebellious to do a
yeah.
traditional princess movie? That would be rebellious.
Yeah, nowadays.
There you go.
Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown sucks. Anyway, Stranger Things 5 looks all right. Rushing along, Mr. Terrific, Eddie Gathegi. I apologize, sir. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Is in the DC universe for the long haul. Confirms multiple project deal that may include a solo series. Well, good for him.
Oh,
Good for
the
him,
one
yeah.
character people liked.
Yeah, who's genuinely good. Who wasn't ruined by his depiction in the movie.
Yeah.
In comics related news, the current writer of Red Hood purposely avoided reading the past on Jason Todd, exclaiming, I'm not a person who's interested in continuity.
What? What year is it? What's what? Why? I
don't give a
Okay.
shit.
Well, are you like this
you
is for the
you know who
films,
cares
right?
about continuity?
wanna
Comic book fans.
Yeah, like
Do you want to succeed or do you want to fail? Well, evidently you want to fail. Tell me you want to fail without telling me you want to fail here.
So one of the biggest drama stories this week was we have now the casting for
yes,
the Legend of Zelda movie.
Oh,
Here is our Link. This young, I don't mind a young Link.
He's supposedly like 16 or something, so
He's a
really
baby
young.
face right there. He's a baby face.
Oh yeah.
I don't
sure.
mind it. He seems okay. I'd have to see him in the getup.
We'd have to see him like in his Link getup, and they haven't really done that yet. So
yeah. His name is Benjamin Evan Ainsworth, and here's our Zelda, Bo Bragason. And people have made a big deal that she has been in video games before because she did a voice acting as a child in one of the Final Fantasies.
Which one?
16. No, it was 15.
Okay.
I don't know. She was a child in a Final Fantasy.
Right.
Anyway, she seems
And
fine.
there's already been.
She looks like a Zelda. I mean, I'm not. I'd have to see more. I'm not obsessive about the casting of this movie because it's all in the up in the air about what we're going to get. I'm hesitant it's going to be live action. I would prefer more of a Mario movie sort of depiction.
Yeah, same here.
So I'm afraid. Hopefully this works out, but they don't look horrible.
Yeah, I mean, it's not Black Snape, so.
So good luck to them.
But are you going to talk about the controversy with that?
Jason, that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
So the internet has had a shit fit, Ross. They're very angry because the internet decided that they were going to cast an individual by the name of Hunter Schafer. Here is this person. And the reason why I'm saying
by the name of
Jason, let me tell the story for God's sake. I'm trying to set up that this is actually a man, and Jason keeps. You're like somebody who ruins the punchline of jokes. The reason why the internet fell in love with this person is because it's a trans individual. And they're pissed off. Because they decided that this person was going to be Zelda. And wasn't cast. Well, we ruined the whole joke. I'm just going to move.
Actually, there's some more.
Nope, there
about
isn't.
that.
I'm moving on.
Apparently-
Screw you, Jason. Apparently there's some drama that people are saying don't harass Nintendo because they didn't cast the trans person they were obsessed with. So that's a thing.
Nice.
Because there's been harassment at Nintendo for not casting this trans person that basically a very aggressive 5 people on the internet decided needed to be cast as Princess Zelda.
Oh, I mean, there could be maybe 6 or even 10. Don't undersell it.
well, apparently her.
Nope, Jason, we're moving
apparently
on.
his.
Shut up. Shut up, Jason. Judge Dredd. Taika Waititi is going to direct the Judge Dredd movie.
No, no.
He's going to ruin everything we love.
It was a monkey. It was a monkey's paw. That we saved Akira, and we had to sacrifice Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Aren't we still waiting for his Star Wars movie? Wasn't he so busy that they're like, oh, he's so busy, it's hard to pin him down? And it's like, for Star Wars?
Well, the Ryan Johnson trilogy too. I mean, come on, listen.
He who
And the
made
Patty Jenkins films.
the worst Thor movie ever and deliberately said, I will ruin your canon on purpose, is going to direct a Judge Dredd movie. It's going to have quirky comedy in it. It's like, that's not... Judge Dredd is dark and sinister.
Yeah, well, you know what he'll do? He's going to make it more like the early, and that'll be
Like
his shield that he hides
The early
behind.
comics wasn't campy.
But campier than
Like
the
Sylvester
2012 movie.
Stallone.
I have the early
version?
comics on my shelf right now. They're not campy. They're over the top. There's a lot of like, I'm going to... crime dealer, I'm going to take you out. Johnny, whatever. You've disobeyed the law. It's kind of over the top 80s actiony, but it's not camp. It's not silly.
Yeah.
It's not slapsticky or anything.
It's going to be so quirky, Rhett. Are you so excited?
No, I'm not going to watch it.
Oh.
Oh, also, this has nothing to do with Carl Urban or anything. It's a whole new reboot. Apparently, they've
Which
been
is probably
trying
good.
for a long time to get a sequel to that Dread, and Carl Urban desperately wants a sequel to that Dread. But it's a weird like, it's a mess of who owns rights to something. Some weird foreign guys bought like rights to something related to the movie, and that
Oh,
and it's like they just decided they were just going to redo it and film a new one. And it's like, we just want the repeat of Carl Urban's Dread. That's all we want. Give me more of that guy.
What could possibly be the like holding that up? I obviously you said that they're not sure who the rights are that to the previous film, but you could I think you could still do a Judge Dredd movie with Carl Urban.
Well, here's the
And
problem when it
not-
comes to that sort of thing. That is a specific universe, and the rights to that specific universe and movie are owned by specific people. So that's why they're rebooting it, to avoid that copyright.
Right, but you would think that they could still do the movie without bringing into it those elements that are in question.
Well, I don't know the details, but it always comes down to who owns the rights, who has demands over who gets what cut of what, or who has control over who gets to say what. And it becomes this complicated mess of, like, there are companies and IPs that have been bought, resold, and traded back and forth for decades, to the point where it's like no one's entirely sure who has legitimate claims to the control of one IP or another.
Right.
And apparently it's really bad in the case of Dread, that movie, that they're just not gonna, we're never gonna get the sequel we wanted.
I hate it.
I don't know the exact details, but I've heard the gist of some of the problems. So I don't want to get too much into this is exactly what happened. But this happens constantly with other IPs. The similar drama. Who owns what? Somebody owns one thing. And I mean, the drama with Tetris was really bad, where it was like rights were sold to the arcade version, and then they assumed they own perpetuity rights for everything. And then it was later, like the rights were later sold for console and handheld to somebody else, which causes legal battle with the original people who thought they had rights for everything. And then another group were claiming that they had rights. And it became this really complex, like, who owns rights to Tetris from like 5 different people, from 5 different corporations. Is it
Yeah.
Nintendo? Is it this minor company? Is it this weird British like conglomerate who claimed they bought rights to it, and when in reality it wasn't clarified enough? And it gets really bad. With these kinds of deals, it gets really bad.
Yeah.
It
I mean, I know Dune was that way too.
Well, it's like Sony owns rights to Spider-Man movie, but they don't own rights to Spider-Man comic, and they don't own rights to. It's like they own rights to Spider-Man universe, so they can do Craven and stuff related to Spider-Man, but when they make toys, it's another company. It gets really weird.
Yeah.
It's like they own rights to it, but they can't distribute certain things related to it. It's really dumb. Hollywood is stupid.
Yeah,
It's all a
it's
mess.
a mess.
And finally, Christopher Nolan's Odyssey, tickets are sold out a year in advance for IMAX.
God.
Oh, holy cow.
I am not a Christopher Nolan true believer, and am not a fan of Elliot Page, and will not see this film.
Yeah. I'm hoping this eats a big one and it's selling right based off of the goodwill of Oppenheimer. I really hope this is the stumble for him. I'm gonna be a hater. Care.
I like Oppenheimer. I don't love Oppenheimer. I think it has
Yeah.
problems. It's the storytelling and narrative. It's not what I wanted. I don't like parts of Oppenheimer. I like it. I think it's a good movie. I just Christopher Nolan. It's like, go watch Dark Knight Rises and tell me he's perfect. He has flaws. He has
Oh
problems
yeah.
with how he makes films. Um, but yes, uh, apparently people are so obsessive about being able to see the Odyssey that they have sold out a year in advance for, I guess, the IMAX.
That's
God.
bizarre.
It's so weird to me.
Like maybe it's going to be a good movie, maybe not, but I don't see the need to buy tickets a year in advance for a movie that could fail to come out.
Well, it's pretty locked in now. They have a hard release date now, boy. I mean, there's no pushing it back.
Well, then that'll just cause drama with the studio, with the like IMAX and a bunch of studios where they'll have to like give vouchers or reschedule for things.
Well, yeah, and I know that IMAX theater time is coveted, so
Yeah, I'm not like, even at its basic, just setting aside my bigotry for Elliot because I just don't like her as an actress.
mhm.
Um, I don't think Christopher Nolan's the right person for the Odyssey. And this is as Matt
Yeah.
Damon as what's his name?
Yeah. Oh, is he Odysseus?
I think so.
Oh God. Yeah. It's just some of the casting is so bizarre. Very. I don't know. To me, some of the casting is very cringy.
Yeah, I'm not a true believer when it comes to Nolan. Every time he has to reconvince me that he can make a movie. I saw Tenet. It is a mess. It's a mess of a film. Uh, Oppenheimer's. It's good. It's not great. I mean, it's visually very good.
I ain't never seen it.
Memento's pretty good. It's also, you really got to follow what's going on because it's filmed backwards. Because Nolan does weird stuff like that. So it's just, I've seen other Nolan stuff. It's just like, I'm not a true believer. It's just like, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I'm taking the hater stance. I want this to be the thing that eats a big one. Oppenheimer will take him to the great heights, and then he's going to overextend.
I think his movies are overrated. I'm looking at the list, and it's like we have Dunkirk. I really like Dunkirk. It's filmed like chronologically weird and slightly out of order, and it gets kind of slow.
Right.
Inception's way overrated. Way overrated. And I didn't care for Interstellar. I thought the story was dumb. You just got really good acting in that film.
But it's so good, bro. It's so deep.
Interstellar made me hate space travel.
Yeah.
I no longer look up at the stars with wistful eyes like a Star Trek, and I now just hate space travel and think Christopher Nolan's a douche for it. Oh, I'm crying because I go through the black hole to touch the fibers of the piano of space behind the bookshelf to my daughter. Some bullshit. That's right, you heard me. Interstellar's overrated as hell.
Red's saying it.
Someone has to be brave enough. They hated him for for telling the truth, is what it is. They hated me for telling the truth. Inception is not as deep as people think it is, and Interstellar is overrated.
With this kind of movie, with the Odyssey, which is, I mean, it's embedded at this point in culture. The Odyssey is so well known, and there's been so many different renditions of Odyssey. There's even an anime rendition of the Odyssey.
Hopefully it has lolly
But
girls.
anyway, hopefully it has what?
Lolly girls?
Oh.
I don't think so.
It probably does.
It's actually
In a maid outfit.
It's been a while since I've seen it. I can't comment on whether or not maid girls appear. But it like I said, it's so well known. It's part of the culture now, and everything. I mean,
yes and no.
how Nolan does quirky things with his movies, like you said. Do people want a quirky version of the Odyssey, or do they want one that actually is
Nolan viewers are
straightforward? The Odyssey.
Nolan viewers are members of a Jared Leto cult that they believe he looks like Jesus, and they believe that's essentially the point of how Nolan does. Like, Nolan could crap in a bucket, and they'd be like, interesting.
It's so artsy.
Yeah. It's like Dunkirk's really good. And he films stuff really well. He gets really good stuff out of his actors. But he always has to do some weird, like, odd thing with it. It's like Dunkirk's a straightforward story. It's the evacuation of Dunkirk at the onset of World War II. Why do you film it like backwards? Because you're watching the movie.
Exactly.
It keeps cutting to like events in the future that are moving in a different speed and at a different time than other events at other times. And you're like, ugh, Nolan, just make a movie. Oh, he's so brilliant.
Sure, do your Mementos, do your Inceptions, but when you have something like Dunkirk or the Odyssey, let's not do weird stuff.
Well, it's like Dark Knight. Everybody praises it incessantly. That's a lot of That's a lot of the Joker portrayal, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I love The Dark Knight. I was so in love with it at the time. After time, I'm like, oh, he doesn't know how to film action. like he violates certain filming principles when even just in that chase scene with the motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you noticed in the scene. This might be something that you guys don't quite. So in the chase scene where he's in the truck, right? And Batman chases after and they're trying to attack the armored car that's got Harvey Dent in it.
Mhm.
So as you're filming in the action, you have the Joker and the truck's moving left to right. And he hangs out of the car and he's shooting at the armored car, and then they show the inside of the armored car with Harvey Dent and whatnot. So logically, so that the audience can actually understand what's still going on, if you're going to film the Joker with a truck that's going left to right, traveling right on the screen, then you want to display the inside of the armored car, where the inside of the armored car corresponds to Harvey Dent sitting in the car and it's going left to right. Right? So if he shoots the side of it, you would see bullet holes on the side. So it would make sense internally. Are you following me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it makes sense in your brain. When he films it and he shows you the interior of the armored car, it's backwards. So your brain gets slightly confused because you don't understand why stuff is happening weirdly in the armored car. It's because he's filming it as if his back is to the Joker and he's pointing the other direction. So he's filming opposite the way you normally would, so that you can still maintain sort of in your brain which direction everybody's moving in these cars.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a lot of directors that are doing crap like that in more modern movies and television. Because I remember somebody had the same critique, the same criticism for the Obi-Wan show. Like, it shows Obi-Wan run off the screen in one direction, and then in the next scene he runs back on from the direction he ran off from, rather than from the direction that your mind would logically think he would be coming from. So it's like he ran off and then he immediately turned back around and ran back the way he came
Yeah.
from.
Well, it's like if
And
you were going to
and
film somebody run off screen on the right, then you film him running, you would show him run from left to right, so that internally in your brain you could make sense of it. Well, he ran off screen to
right,
the right, and then the next scene he's still running to the right. And Nolan basically he runs off screen to the right, and then it shows him run from right to left, and you're like, why is he going back the other direction?
yeah,
And then it's like, oh, and see, I at the time when I watched it in the movie theater, that was one of the few scenes where I was like, I don't like, that's a little confusing. Like, what side is he on? Like, and then you move on
Yeah.
because the movie's really good and the acting's engaging, and then you forget about it. And it wasn't until I saw somebody review it in detail and talk about the filmography and the details, and he's like, yeah, this is really done poorly by Christopher Nolan in this scene. Because you
Oops.
can't understand which direction anything is going, because it's like, and that doesn't make any sense. Like, how you film it should have some logic. And it's like, why would
yeah,
you reverse the angle from which something is going? Because now your brain thinks it's going that direction, and you're filming it from it
how
going
your
the other
brain is
direction.
broken.
Well, that's why it's
Mhm.
confusing when you watch that scene, because you're like, why are there bullet holes on that side? I thought he was shooting from that. It was because he turned the camera around. I was like, well, I don't know. Christopher Nolan's overrated. That's all I have to say. He is not the cinema Jesus we all thought he was going to be.
You just don't get it, bro.
Yeah, I'm media literate. Uh, uh. Well, I'm sorry. I don't believe in your Jesus. Mine walked on water, and it made more sense in that scene in Dark Knight. I could
Yeah.
believe that easier,
Idiots.
moron. Okay, we're talking about Evil Doll and Mario Brothers. Did I ruin it for you, Jason?
That's correct. Evil Doll versus Mario Brothers.
Oh my
Um,
god.
we have
Very cool.
the Evil Doll armed with a rocket launcher screams names of attacks before using them. And then we have the Mario Brothers who throw sticky bombs and can only see movement. Now, I did run this fight through ChatGPT, and ChatGPT does give it to the Evil Doll because of the Mario Brothers only seeing movement. So basically, she may scream out some attack name, but then she fires a rocket launcher, and they see the rocket speeding towards them, kind of thing. I don't know. The Mario Brothers could just start tossing sticky bombs everywhere, and hopefully they get a hit and take out the evil doll. Um what are your
Mario,
thoughts?
we're going to die. She has a rocket. We can only throw. I think the boys are getting vaporized.
The only reason why I would clarify this is because there's two of them.
Splash damage, baby.
Well, not if they're not standing next to each other.
Yeah, I
Then-
mean, if they can only see movement, but they're walking around and they're tossing sticky bombs and they're both moving in different directions, then it is possible that yeah, the evil doll may take out one of them, but then the other brother gets her in the end.
One dies and the superior Luigi moves on.
No, I think she can reload before the goober Mario can
She's
throw
a
another.
doll, Ross.
Yeah, smaller target, harder to hit.
Well, she's a doll as in I don't think she reloads a full-blown rocket launcher fast enough to hit the other guy.
I think she's got it.
And while she's reloading, he can see the movement and hit her with a sticky bomb. And
Well-
Mario has crazy Jesus powers and an extra life.
Here's what you forget. Then what if they're moving in 2 dimensions? So they can only come forward or backwards.
This is not
huh?
part. He is from a 3D Mario game. Don't bring your nonsense into this.
I'm just saying.
Next thing you know, he's only exists in 8-bit, so whatever.
I mean, let's not be
He has to
ridiculous.
deal with the barrels and save Penelope
Nah,
because Donkey Kong's an a-hole.
listen. I don't see no water jetpack on his back. I think he's getting
He
vaporized.
has to
that's all I'm
clean
saying.
They are
the
clearly
oil spills
they are
in a
clearly
beach
3D
resort.
in that image.
Is this image really canon? Or are the Mario Brothers actually just two
Of course
Marios?
This
not, 'cause
AI
it's
image.
two Marios.
One's just really into red.
Obviously, this is not canon because it was a pain to get this image. Every time I tried to get an AI to draw me something, they're like, "This violates copyright."
Well, Mario has that cap with eyeballs and it sees everything.
Well, he's
Huh?
not wearing it in this picture, huh?
Well, this image isn't canon, Ross.
Oh,
Go make
so
out with
therefore
your
they are
mouse.
2-dimensional.
Make out with your mouse.
Nah, I'm good. He's gonna die.
So you go to
In your mouth.
No, he's gonna die from a mousetrap.
Die from diarrhea in your face.
Nah, I don't think so.
Die
Well,
pooping, pooping so hard he rockets away from you.
or he's gonna die right after 2-dimensional Mario's get vaporized.
That mouse made that deal where he gets $1 million and only poops once a year, and he just lets it go.
Well,
He agreed.
my thinking is Mario Brothers because, like you said, there's two of them. They can split up. She has to take out both of them, whereas she comes out to take out one, the other one can see and destroy her. So that's my take. So we've got 2-1, and we have
The doll would win
one
if
more.
it wasn't for their two Mario brothers, and Luigi was one of them.
So, Silver, what's your vote?
Uh, I'm leaning Mario Brothers.
Yeah, Ross, suck a big one.
Okay.
Suck a big mouse,
Oh.
big one. You know what I'm
Mario
talking
Brothers
about.
win in this particular fight, and we move on.
Damn it.
Oh, it stings. Ouch.
My doll lady. No.
I mean, we already
Here's a
news
laugh.
dumped. The toilet is plugged at the moment. This Winnebago
So
cannot handle volume.
the
Definitely
next
not.
fight will be against the giant guacamole squid and the Grim Reaper with the lightsaber.
That guacamole squid needs to die. He's gross.
Nah, he's gonna live, boy.
What? Just because you're belligerent about the evil doll?
Yeah, well, no, I mean, my guacamole boy.
Are you attracted to
Yes.
young women in porcelain form? Is that what this
No.
is?
Nah. But guacamole squids are my homeboy.
How are they your homeboy? They're disgusting. It's two
a little bit-
disgusting things mashed together.
It's more complicated than I can explain to you, right? Let's just say,
Like the
if
love
you know,
between
you
a
know.
man and a mouse?
That doesn't exist. I mean, I guess the things that don't exist are.
Like a
I thought the mouse
guacamole
existed.
squid?
Mhm.
Uh-huh. Go kiss your mouse, Ross.
It's not going to happen because it doesn't happen.
Oh, because it's already happened. Interesting.
Nah.
Interesting information you leaked to me.
What, that it hasn't happened? Yeah, I guess.
Oh, so you're looking forward to it?
No, it's never going to happen.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because you're shy. You know, you gotta
No,
profess your
because
love.
he's going to die.
Get some chocolates. Or some peanut butter. Peanut butter's, they're into that. Approach him with a nice little plate.
And then I'm going to shoot him with my BB gun.
Stick your tongue out. Accept.
No, I'm good.
Do you have a BB gun
Of course I do.
with you?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought it was just guns.
No, I have a BB gun for shooting inside when it's cold.
For shooting inside your house when it's cold.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, I found out
Guns.
in the room in my basement that Silver's dad used to sit in there and they would shoot BB guns at the wall, and that's why they were little.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
well, it was our uncle who would do that.
Yeah, because
And yeah,
there
There's
was
still little BB gun bullets, pellets
When they were
embedded in the wall
kids.
there.
when they were children of the night. It's been a crazy podcast. Tell Ross why he's in love with things and why Jason's terrible.
I mean, I'm
In
not.
the comments.
But
Reinforce my ego and tell me I'm right. And just make fun of Ross constantly.
well, that's rude.
Do it.
This is what I do. It's time to get out of here with this episode. And we'll see. I'm glad you guys are having fun with Superman as of late. That's nice.
It's so good.
So good. It's podcast outro. Bye.
Hey.
If you like the show, follow Rhett, Jason, Ross, and Silver, the world's most lethally stupid internet personalities, on Twitter at DG Podcast or on Instagram at Distracted Gamers. If you liked or hated what you heard here today, you can email them at thedistractedgamers@gmail.com and share your feelings. Not that Jason would care, since he hasn't any, of course.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.